Okay, so today I would like to talk to you about what you do when your job is the problem. Because I hear this so often with my clients. If my job wasn't so busy, if I didn't have to work with this person, if only they sorted their time management out, it wouldn't affect me. My job is stressful. People don't care. Um, I'm not appreciated in my job. I hear this from my clients all the time. And it just pains me a tiny little bit because what I really lovingly want to do is just shake you and go, your job is actually not the problem. Now, please don't stop listening just because I've said that. Just because your brain has gone, no, 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 Nikki, I don't think you understand. You haven't heard what my job is. I do this, I do that, and if I don't do that, clients will argue, complain, and we might lose money. And so I don't think you quite understand. My job is stressful, and I do hear that. But here's what happens: you have a job title. You have tasks to do in your job. Maybe you have clients. Those are all completely neutral. And what I mean by neutral, please don't turn off. What I mean by neutral is that somebody else could look at your job and your tasks and go, that's not stressful. You want to see what I do. Now, this is not a reason to belittle your job or to think you shouldn't feel that way. This is an amazing opportunity to be able to just detach yourself a minute and just think of other possibilities. Because when you think your job is stressful, you feel stressed. And when you feel stressed, what do we see you doing? We see you moaning and groaning to all your clients. To your colleagues. We see you probably doing the easy tasks instead of the big tasks. So maybe you're checking your inbox again and again. And then another email's popped up, so I'll just do it again. And then we see you going, oh, this is too much. This is too stressful. So you get up and you go and make a cup of tea and you have a little chat with your mates, which gives you a result of actually not getting your job done. You actually end up creating more stress in your head. And when you're stressed, what we do is we focus on the problem. It's all the problem. It's got to be, the problem is this, the problem is this, the problem is this. When we're stressed, we don't focus on the solution. So we don't even objectively look at what we can do to make things better. And a lot of people think, yeah, but I need stress in order to do a good job. But when you're stressed, you're not doing a good job because you're not fully present. You're flitting from one thing to the next. You're rushing and probably making mistakes. You're moaning to your friends. You're going and making a coffee. You're checking your inbox. What actually gets you moving into doing the task is determination. And when you feel determined because you're thinking, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to sort this out. So it's not stress that fuels you, it's determination. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to be the best I can possibly be. Determination enables you to focus on one thing at a time. It enables you to look at the solutions rather than looking at the problems. It enables you to actually sit at your desk for at least 90 minutes and focus on one task instead of going into your inbox and making a tea and chatting about the weekend. Now, there is a time for all of that, but not when something needs to get done. And it isn't stress that's fueling it, it's determination that's fueling it. And you can create determination for yourself by thinking, I'm going to get this done. I want to be the best I can be. Because here's the problem. When you think the job is the problem, and in this actual very moment, you can't change your job, then it feels like you can't change your emotion. So now not only are you feeling stressed, you're feeling helpless. Because if it's the job that's creating the emotion and we can't change the job, then it feels like we can't change the emotion. But when you take full responsibility of the fact that actually I'm creating this emotion of stress because I'm thinking my job is stressful, it's a nightmare, it's hard, it's difficult. All of that vocabulary, all of that story, all of that dialogue in your head is what's creating that emotion. When you take full responsibility of that and own it, then you get to control it. Now you're powerful. So I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. You actually get to decide. But when you tell yourself it's difficult, it's stressful, it's hard, they are not facts in the world. And every single person around you might agree, still doesn't make it true. Because there will be someone in the world that looks at your job and goes, no, 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 no. You want to see this. This is stressful. This is dangerous. This is hard. So that's what we mean by neutral. And another thing I'd just like you to consider just for a moment, you can do this with anything actually, but let's take your job. What even is your job? Like, what actually is it tangibly? It's words on a screen. It's a title. It's tasks on a computer, most likely. It's activities that you have to do. They are not even real things in the world that have emotions. Like your job title and your job description, if you printed it off, would be a piece of paper that you would hold. That piece of paper does not have emotions. The print, the ink does not have stress. The computer screen, the emails that are popping in, they don't have emotions of their own. So how is it able to push an emotion into your body? If it doesn't have emotions, how can it create your emotions? Just think about that for a second. Something that doesn't have emotions cannot create an emotion within you. You create your emotions by the story and the dialogue and the language in which you speak, out loud or to yourself. That is the best news ever. It's not the job that's the problem. It's how you think about your job that's the problem. That should be the most amazing news you've ever heard, because when you can't control the job, you can control your thoughts. You can choose to think something else. And I'm not saying you have to be joyous, jolly, happy, and positive. That's just bullshit. But you can be neutral by simply stating the facts. I have a job. I have a project. I have a task. I have a client. Completely neutral. And at least then from neutral, you're not in a survival fear state. You get to decide much more rationally, much more calmly, what do I actually need to do? And you'll notice that what you need to do is focus on one task and get it done. Focus on the next task, get it done. Give yourself a break, rest, do the next task, get it done. Focus on a solution instead of focusing on a problem, get it done. I really hope you hear this message and start to look at the thoughts that are creating the emotion within your body. Because right now, right in this very moment, even as you're listening to this, when you can't change your job, you can change your emotional state. That is within your power. You have a choice. And I think that is the best news ever. And I help a lot of my clients get to a place with their job where it is not stressful anymore. When you're enjoying your job and when you're not finding it stressful, then choose to change. Then choose to change your job. That's not a problem. But don't do it when you think the job is the problem, because you're not dealing with the root cause of the issue. So if you want any help with this, if you want to get to a place where actually you're starting to just go to work because you just bring in the money, even if you just want to get there, I can help you. And I would love to help you, because this is what I do. I help my clients to build their emotional resilience. And being emotionally resilient doesn't look like being happy and joyous all the time. It looks like being able to deal with the negative emotions, take it, turn it around, and allow that to fuel you forward. And I know that you're ready to do this for yourself. So get in touch, book a consultation using the link below, and let's chat. And if you've liked what you've heard, subscribe as well, because I'm talking about this stuff all the time. All the different areas of your life, your relationships, your health, your time management, your money, all of it. So subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you again next week. Bye.